My name is Michelle Messer, and I'm currently caring for both parents of mine. They live apart, they're divorced. My dad, over the last 15-20 years, suffered with a lot of different heart conditions, stents, open heart, a lot of hospital admissions. And then in 2020, he got esophageal cancer, and I took care of my dad by having him move in with me for about 2 years, fed him through a feeding tube, and made sure he got all his pills. And then in the meantime, I'm also assisting my mom with some things like grocery shopping. I drive. She's 84 with a little bit of dementia. Before I was getting help, I think you just don't really have time for yourself and just feel worn out a lot. It's not obviously their fault or anything, but I think being a caretaker and working full time, and I have animals, it just is a very hard thing to juggle. But it is very difficult when you're the only one. You're your own support system.
She does call me in the evening, make sure I did take the pills, and reminds me about this thing, the oxygen part of it. And sometime around noon she'll call, and then in the evening, about 3 times a day.
But it was the most beneficial for him to live with me when he had cancer, because a lot of his appointments were at the James, and we were there so much that I just wanted to have him there 24/7.
And when I got sick, she'd come in and help me, especially with driving back and forth. And say, I don't think I would be here now if it weren't for her. Because I think I'd have gave up. So I think I just gave up and just let myself go.
Some of the things I do for my dad, not all his medicines are here, but he takes about 20. And then the other thing I do is just making sure that we get new tubing for his oxygen machine. Make sure he gets new mask for his CPAP, make sure those are fitting right, and things are going well with that.
She fed me through the tube, and I had to have that done here. It took me out all those appointments. She did 80 to 90% of most of the stuff.
Since Dad's reached a good spot, I would say I probably call at least multiple times a day, because me and my dad have bonded so well since we went through all this. It's unlike anything I think anybody can ever explain.
I feel real good right now.
So I would say my mom's situation, it's not as like going to the hospital as much. It's just somebody that's getting older in their 80s that has some cognitive decline, which a lot of 80-year-olds do. I would say people that are a caregiver, if they're a caregiver, say for somebody with Alzheimer's or somebody that's caring for somebody with Parkinson's, I would say reaching hospitals and finding different organizations and foundations that are very supportive for people that are doing those things. They can give you resources to learn about the disease. I think that's number one thing in becoming a good caregiver, is really understanding the condition and what it entails. So they are there for you. I realized I was at a point where I absolutely needed some support. It was hard when people aren't well and you don't really have anybody to talk to. So I kind of did some research, and I did find somebody, Keller Counseling, and they provide counseling either in person or on the phone, and then also helping me with resources. That made it very easy when, say, my dad would get admitted to the hospital and I didn't know if he was going to survive. I absolutely needed to know how to handle my emotions. And so this person was readily available to talk to me. The thing I do to take care of myself, I just like to walk. I try to tell people that it's a very simple thing. You don't need to go to a gym. You don't need to get in the car. Sometimes it just takes a few good friends or even neighbors to know what you're going through. And they would sometimes pop over with some food or anything. And sometimes just having a casserole or food delivered to your house when you absolutely feel like you have no time means everything in the world. But to be honest, I do believe my faith in God helped me through.
For more information and to find resources inside caregiving, go to wosu.org/inside.
Production support for Inside Caregiving is powered by the Storytellers Trust.